Hey Libra, what's going on? It's been a little while, but we're going to go ahead and get into your reading. Before we start, I've incorporated something new at the moment in the readings at the beginning. So if you don't want to partake, you just fast forward. We're about to get into it, but before I begin, I also got this from someone else. If you want the link, it's a link, sorry. Just ask me to drop the link in the comments and I will add the link. But it's from a fascia and lymphatic movement video. So just put your hands over your heart. Okay, you can put it at the center, but I have the mic right here. So, and you're just going to breathe in through the nose, out through the mouth, and repeat after me. I am whole. I am loved. I am enough. All right. Let's pull some cards and I will clarify as we go. Let's see how your person's showing up in this connection with you, Libra. Okay. Oh, the tiger. All right. This could be a fire sign, an Aries, Leo, or a Sag. See. Oh, wow. Heart with the key is a situation with you two. Welcoming love, meeting the one, open your heart, getting together, or perfect. What is Libra desiring here in this connection? Let's see what you want here, Libra. Ooh, seduction. Alrighty. Attraction, flirting, dating, hooking up, temptation, third-party interference. And let's see what is stopping Libra from getting what they want? What's blocking Libra from getting what they want? Keys on a ring. Many options, decision, unconventional, string along, one night stand. And let's see what's the outcome here of this situation. Paradise in reverse. That's what we're going to get into over on your extended. All right. Happiness, expansion, joy, playfulness, oneness, enjoying each other, but that's in reverse, okay? The extended link is in the description, top of the comments. So let's talk about what's going on right now, though. So whoever this is, Libra, they definitely have their eye on you, okay? Like I said, it could be a fire sign, an Aries, Leo, Sag. Tiger energy, this person could be, whenever I think of the tiger, I think rare, okay? So you could view this person as someone who maybe you've never met someone like who this is before. They're like a very rare type of person. Energetically, I feel like when this person walks in a room, you know, people feel them, like there's something about their energy, you know, that's I'm just going to say it. It's not like, it doesn't have to have a sexual connotation, but I did hear like big dick energy, but it doesn't like that could resonate for a woman as well. Okay. But it's just, when you think of that energy, it's like just someone that carries themselves in a way where it's very confident. Like, you know, that person has got it going on. Okay. So I'm just going to say how it came through, because I was like big energy and then I heard big energy. I already said it one time. I'm not going to say it again. But some of y'all are like, you know. So let me, yeah, it's like this type of person, you don't come across them every day. This isn't, and what's the phrase that I'm looking forward to? Like the last of its kind, a rare breed, okay, that type of energy. But when when the tiger shows up, the way they're looking at you, Libra, is like they're seeing something they want. This person looks at you and they're like, I want Libra, okay? The tiger has its eyes on the treasure. So you're like the treasure. But they're very smart. That's the thing about tigers. Whoever this is very like strategical, right? That's a word. Strategy. Like the tiger doesn't just pounce, okay? Y'all, look what wanted to come out. The Emperor. That's your person. That just wanted to come out. Okay. Aries. Okay. Doesn't have to be Aries. We also have Taurus and Scorpio. Big Mars. Maybe that's why I was getting big energy. Yeah. Definitely getting like powerful. Whoever this is very powerful. And look, as I'm saying strategy, see how he's holding the chess piece? The king. That's because this person makes moves for the long run, okay? And whoever this is, they have a lot of experience, so they know what to do, they know what not to do. Whoever your person is could be very like, I don't know, I see them in some sort of like leadership position, okay? In Emperor energy, this person could have their own business, okay? They are established. Okay, this person's established. A boss. Older. This person could be older. And you are the Empress. So it's, this person, it's like divine masculine energy. Okay. I'm seeing the world with the Seven of Cups. I feel like this person can see you, Libra. I kind of get the vibe that this is you, and here's your Emperor. Like whoever, because I'm seeing that with the tiger. Like they're very intrigued. They're watching you. They're looking at you. And the Seven of Cups does have to do with temptation. And that's one of the things when I'm asking what you want. Temptation is there. So a number of you could be tempting this person, okay? There was another sign that got this. Was it Scorpio? You are a Libra, so Scorpio is your neighbor sign. Some of you may have like Venus and Scorpio. I know a lot of Libras with that placement. I feel like this person can see you. They can probably, they potentially can look at your social media, vice versa. I feel like you can also see this person, Libra, and you could be very like you're watching them, you're looking at them. Yeah, and both of you are very curious about each other. Okay, I just heard curiosity killed the cat. Okay, so heart with the key is here for this situation. One of the phrases it says is perfect, and you do have the emperor, and like I said, you're the empress. Hold on. I don't know if that wanted to come up in reverse. Let me see. Please, I was about to say place. Please give me, can you clarify what the situation is with Libra and the person on their mind? Heart with the key. Can you clarify this? Okay. The Five of Pentacles. It's interesting because look at the key. All right. And you have heart with the key. The situation. Well, the key is there, but the key is communication. All right. The key is talking. But, you know, especially, you know, with the emperor is stubborn. The emperor is definitely stubborn. And I'm getting that for the situation. Like, the door is there. When I'm saying the door is there, it's like, but it has to be opened. That's the thing. It's like, so there's, okay, so I'm hearing like the door has been shut. Okay, so you and this person, you're not speaking to one another. All right. I'm seeing the Three of Swords as well. Which is Saturn in your sign. I think I'm getting this from you, Libra. I think that this is a situation apparently that has left you really torn up, or you are still processing some sort of loss. That's what I'm getting with the Three of Swords. Because the Five of Pentacles is also a card of loss. And for some of you, I'm kind of getting that you may feel like, especially if this is a fire sign, an Aries, Leo, or Sag, like this person has won. Like there's been some sort of victory. You're looking at this person like they've, you know, experienced some sort of victory. And I am getting separation, like you two are separate. But here's the thing. You know, what I'm hearing is the only thing that separates you two is a conversation. That's it. Like it would be you two, that you two could have an understanding potentially with heart with the key. It literally says getting together. Okay. And maybe that's why your person is showing up with the Emperor energy. Because, you know, he's over here sitting like, you know, checkmate. And in front of people, you know, I'm getting this with your person, like in front of people, they are, maybe they look like they've won. But, I'm getting here too, behind closed doors. I see you, I feel like I see you doing a lot of suffering right now, Libra. Maybe it's the both of you. The both of you could be going through this, where in front of people, right, with the world, even the Six of Wands, you all look fine. Okay, you and this person, you look fine. But behind closed doors, it's another story. I'm also hearing too, because we have this Aries energy and you've got Saturn here, Saturn moving into Aries. Libra is Aries' seventh house, okay? So with this Mercury retrograde, with Saturn moving into Aries, right now, there's something happening here about like this really hitting you hard. You and your person. Like what's happened with you two is really like the lesson is really something about the lesson really setting in. Okay. And so what you want here, you have seduction. Let's clarify that. Okay. Some of you, what I'm hearing, Libra, some of you want a third party interference in a way. You may want someone to step in. You may want a third party to step in and facilitate maybe like a reconciliation between you two. I am getting that for some of you because that just came through. It's not like a third party situation, like a typical, what we would think a third party situation is in tarot land. Okay. I'm not getting that. I feel like a number of you, especially Libra, with you being the diplomat, I feel like you're saying yes, like you're wanting, some of you are like, I want someone else to step in and help get us in a situation where it's not us looking at one. So maybe like counseling. I'm getting that, like some sort of counselor, someone outside of the connection, maybe that knows the both of you. All right. Because I'm getting like you two being in some sort of standoff. And yeah. I feel like you don't want that anymore. You don't want to be in that space with this person anymore. Excuse me. Can you clear? Oh, wow. Look at you. The Queen of Swords. Wow. I'm seeing the Nine of Swords, the Eight of Swords, okay? Yeah, as I'm saying, like I said, Libra is the diplomat. The Queen of Swords, she's willing to see things from a higher perspective, willing to understand. I think that, Libra, I'm hearing like you really do want to understand. And maybe what I'm also getting to is you also want to be understood, okay? And that's why I'm getting, for some of you, you're saying like, I think that like I want someone maybe to help. You're like wanting someone to help your person understand you, understand where you're coming from. All right. Yeah, because the Queen of Swords, it's like, well, I can understand where you're coming from, but can you see my perspective? There it is. To give perspective. I want to pull one more card with that. Some of you definitely could feel like there's a third party that also blocks, you two being able to have a healthy conversation. Give me one more card here for what Libra is desiring here in this connection. The Nine of Wands, surrender. That's your fire sign. That's your fire sign. I feel surrendering. Look at the Three of Pentacles. I'm telling you. Look at the King of Swords. There's something going on here. Yes, you got the Wheel of Fortune and the Three of Cups. Wow, the Three of Wands, the Three of Cups, okay? There's I'm hearing divine intervention. Okay, so some sort of divine intervention here. And yeah, I really do feel like, because I'm seeing these threes, again, remember I said third party, you're wanting someone to facilitate, communication, interaction between you two, all right? So that you all can rebuild, rebuild. Yeah. I feel like you want to be put into a position where you can be heard. That's what I'm getting. You want to be put in a position where you can be heard, and this person not show up like the Emperor. Okay. I almost hear you, Libra, where you're like, yeah, you won. Okay, you won, right? Because whoever this is, definitely there's ego, 1000%, with all that Mars energy that I'm getting with them. All right? There's definitely ego. But I see you, Libra, where you're like, okay, but just can you put that aside and just hear what I'm telling you? Hear me out. Yeah, there's something about you being heard. And so now the reason why you're, not being heard, not getting what you want, is you have keys on a ring. I'm seeing unconventional. Okay, Five of Swords is wanting to come out. It's crazy. Okay, look. The key, right? What's going on? Heart with the key. Why you're not getting what you want. Keys on a ring. Many options. So what I'm getting is this is one of those, times where if I'm asking, well, why isn't Libra getting what they want? And it's not that you're not getting what you want. It's about a decision. Okay, look, decision. You have to Make a decision. Libra, that could be a part of that could be on you, and I think you may know that. Okay, you have to, or the universe is literally saying to maybe like, we need you to decide what you want, because Libra, y'all know you get a bad rap for this, but you could go back and forth. Okay, so just hear me out. You could go back and forth about how you feel about this person. One minute you could feel like, you know, I'm done, I'm over it, like they've hurt me one too many times, I don't want to go back there. And the Three of Swords is absolutely an energy of staying in the energy of what happened with you two. All right, staying in the past. Like I said, Saturn. And Saturn, this is Saturn in Libra, right? So, the lesson that you learned in the partnership. But right now, Saturn is in Aries. Aries is about movement. It's not about, it's not about looking at things and judging things and, saying, well, this is right and this is wrong. Aries is about, what are we going to do about it? What are we going to sit here and marinate on what happened? Or are we going to make a choice, make a decision? Maybe your decision is you just want to move on entirely and you don't want to move forward with this person. That's fine. But the universe, I think, is saying, but we still need you to make a decision. Like, now is the time to make a choice, okay? And with the Five of Pentacles, right now, it's almost like I'm hearing like this is the perfect time to say something. This is the perfect time to, make a choice. And whatever that choice is, it unlocks what it is you want. But it's unconventional. I feel like that's why the Five of Swords is here. This is Aquarius energy, and Aquarius energy is unconventional. It's different. So the reason why you're not getting what you want, Libra, is a different choice is required, okay? It's time to pick up a different key, all right? Doing something different is what unlocks what you want here in this connection. Doing something different. Now, you could say that this is also your person. But when I'm seeing many options, this could be for the both of you. And I'll say that for the both of you, what the universe is saying is like, look, nothing's stopping you two from getting what it is you want, even if it's a conversation, even if you two just want to have a conversation with one another. Now, there also could be a blocked energy. I don't know if you're blocked, Libra. I don't know if, you blocked them. So there's that. That's very, we can't expect communication on any level if we have the other person blocked. Okay. So there's that. So that's something different. Like, you would have to unblock them. They would have to unblock you, that type of vibe. But what I'm getting, and it's interesting, right? More of the cat reference is the universe saying there's more than one way to skin a cat, okay? There's more than one way to do this, but this requires thinking outside of the box. doing something different, saying something different, trying something new. The problem is too, okay, this is a big one, and I'll just speak to you, Libra. And this goes back to the Saturn, the Saturn in Libra, the Three of Swords. Is with the Five of Swords energy, this is being very focused on the issue itself instead of being focused on what can resolve it. So, again, this is what's stopping you from getting what you want, okay? And again, this could be both you and your person. You all keep thinking about what happened instead of thinking about what can we do to, move past this. What can we do to move past this door, to open this door and move on and move forward? Okay? Because there literally, what I'm hearing, Libra, is there is a door that can be opened, but the universe is like, we're not going to, the door is presented, here it is. It's about, figuring out the universe is like, I brought you here to this point. Now it's your job to pick up the key and unlock the door. But the key is not to be focused on, because Five of Swords is a card of conflict. It is a card of battles, even war, okay? And your person is showing up like the Emperor. And I do feel, Libra, there's something going on here where you feel like you took a hit. You feel like you lost the war, okay? But focusing on that, focusing on why did I lose, or why did that happen, or, how everything went down, that stops forward movement. It even stops you, Libra, from moving forward with your life. Okay? Even if you don't want to move forward with who this is. They're saying with the Five of Swords, this is the universe saying, you're thinking about this all wrong. You're thinking about this in the wrong way. This is Aquarius energy. It's fixed. And, you can't fix an issue the same way that you got into this space. You can't fix whatever happened with you and this person, or you can't fix what's going on the same way, that you ended up getting into the situation. You got to think outside of the box. You have to think in a non-traditional way. You have to think in an unlimited way. And that's not happening. That's why, at least for you, Libra, that's why you're not getting what it is you want. And remember, I get third party, right? Like you're wanting some sort of like, it's funny, I wanted to say interception, but there's interference, right? Instead of maybe just, I don't know, maybe doing it yourself, and that's why now, we have paradise, but it's in the reverse. So this is what I'm going to get into over on your extended reading, okay? The link, like I said, is in the description, top of the comments. And we're going to talk about why this is the outcome, or what this is for you two. We're going to look at, we're going to look deeper into this person's feelings about you, Libra, and feelings about their connection with you, where they think this is headed with you to, what they want overall. How do they see you? You know, when they look at you, what do they see? Timeline of forward movement. I'm going to get the best potential outcome for you two. And what is the call to action? All right, what are you being called to do here? What is your person being called to do? So Libra, if you feel like that's going to benefit you, I'll see you over on the other side. If this is where we part ways, love you all. I hope this message was helpful. I'll see you next time. Peace.